I see you guys on here. It's good to have everybody here. And if you can see my screen and you can hear my voice and everything, would you just type quick into your question box? There's a little question box right there in your GoToWebinar software. Would you just type it in there that yes, you can see it, just so I know everything's working from your end, not just from my end. Okay, good, great. I see your notes there. Good. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to teach for about, I'm thinking it's going to take me about an hour to get through the material. There's going to be 2 sessions. So we're going to have a session right now, and it's probably going to take me about an hour, and then we'll do another one on Wednesday, and same time and same format. So if you have questions, if you could just hold them until after I'm done, just so, because some of the questions you're going to ask are going to be answered in a later point in the presentation, and it gets real confusing if people are asking questions that get answered later on, and then I end up answering questions that people don't really need answered anymore, and things like that. So if you could just wait until, I'll tell you when it's okay to take questions and when it's okay to type your questions in, but if you could wait until I give you the go-ahead for questions, we'll do those at the end after I'm done presenting this material. Aubrey's on here, so she might be answering some of you folks on just on chat, and she'll be organizing the questions. Also, just so you guys know, I'm actually feeling pretty sick. I was sick all weekend, so I'm going to try to get through this. Those of you that know, we took in a 18-month-old. We do foster care, and she was really sick when she got here, and I think whatever she had, I got. So pretty brutal there. So anyway, all right, let me get my PowerPoint here started. Just a minute here. I'm just going to start it up here. So this is the Advanced Live Blackhat training, just to make sure you're in the right place. If you were expecting something else, this is exactly what this is. Hopefully you're where you thought you were going to be. And just so you know, if you could, I just want to give a little disclaimer here at the beginning. It's really important that everything I teach here, you guys keep pretty much as top secret as possible. You can use it for your own business, obviously, but if some of the stuff I teach here I haven't really heard taught much anywhere else, and if it gets shared a lot, then obviously it's going to become less effective for everyone. So I'd ask if you can just keep the techniques that I teach here as confidential as you can. All right. So basically what I am giving you today is a list of ingredients, kind of like a recipe. I know some of you might be expecting something like, hey, you need this many of this length, this many of this, and this many of this, and you'll get a guaranteed first position rank. But it's not really how it works, especially with these higher competitive markets. Those of you that know, in my sales messages, I was telling you that the videos in the YouTube course that's in the members area, those videos are actually, those techniques are meant for competitive search engine results pages that have under 200,000 competing results exact match. That means when you do a search in Google in quotes, the number of competing results is under 200 or under 250,000. And with those, it's pretty much, I mean, it's usually fairly plug and play. It's usually fairly like follow the directions, and you will have the ranking you're looking for. Now, with these higher level markets, um, it's not so much. It's not so simple. Um, For some markets, you're going to have to apply more of the ingredients from this process, and for some, you're going to have to apply less. So what I'm going to help you here in this training is I'm going to teach you the ingredients, and then I'm going to teach you how much and when to apply the various ingredients. So I'm going to try to teach them in order of what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach them in order for you so that you can start at the top of the process and begin applying the ingredients down the list. And at some point, you're going to get down the list to a certain point, and then you're going to find yourself on page 1. Your YouTube video is going to be on page 1 of Google. But for some of you, depending on how competitive your market is, you're going to have to go all the way down off the bottom of the list, and then you might have to then go back and start applying back at the top some of the same ingredients from the process in order to get yourself on page 1. It really, obviously, if you have a market that has 2 million competing results, it's going to take a lot more work to get on page 1 than it is to get a video that only has 300,000 competing results. Okay. So what I'm going to start with is internal ranking factors, internal YouTube ranking factors. And this is so powerful. I hardly hear anyone talk about this. But most people, when they try to rank a YouTube video, they try to rank a video based on just pummeling it with external links. Which does work. That does work, to just pummel your video with external links, depending on what the links are. However, few people know that if you do internal linking within YouTube, you can rank a video on the first page of Google based on that alone. Most people do not know this. It's sort of the SEO best kept secret. But I know some people, and I've actually come up against videos in markets where I've been trying to dominate, and the video on the first, not only the first page of Google, but the #1 position of Google had maybe 5 or 6 backlinks. And the whole reason why that video is ranking #1 was all internal links coming from YouTube itself. So we're going to talk about a couple things. First, we're going to talk about setting up your YouTube user page properly to funnel PageRank. And this is a big mistake that I see a lot of YouTube owners making, is they don't set up their user page properly, and so they're funneling PageRank is actually funneling all over the place, and it's not going to the videos that they want it to, and it's not going to the videos that are it's not going to you can actually funnel more PageRank to a video that has a higher level of competition and less to another one, all through your user page setup. But most people don't know that. And then we're also going to talk about high PageRank channel comments, which we've talked a little bit about in the course itself. Okay, so and let me just show you first. Let me talk to you about setting up your user page properly to funnel PageRank. Let me switch back to my browser here. So we've got YouTube, and I'm logged into my YouTube account. And the first thing that you need to do is you need to have your hold on, let me close this ad. And you need to have your title, description, and tags and transcript set up properly. Okay. right, let me just make sure. So let's look at my make quick cash with YouTube plus long tail. You know, let me go to a different video that has a better setup here. So we talk about this a little bit in the course, so this might be repeat for some of you, but what you need to do is in your title, which is this area right here, make sure that your keyword phrase, your target keyword phrase, is the title. And I would make your target keyword phrase the only phrase in the title. Make it your title. You also want to make your keyword phrase in the description, and you want your description to be like a whole paragraph. I would make your description maybe 300 words if you can. Obviously I didn't do that correctly here, but you can type in like a whole entire article, make it unique, 100% unique quality content, and make that also optimized for that same keyword phrase that you're targeting. That's also the keyword phrase that is your title. And then also your transcription, and we talk about that in the videos in the YouTube Cash course in the members area. You can go in there and watch the video on transcriptions. If you have any trouble finding it, Aubrey can help you with that, or you can shoot us an email at chadwarrior@gmail.com. We can help you find that video. But it talks about getting in and changing your transcription. You can also make sure your transcription is optimized for that keyword phrase as well. Those things are obvious. Now, the thing that you have to do that most people don't know is set up your YouTube user page then. So once you've got your video all set up, then we're going to click up at the top, and we're going to go to channel settings. Oops, let me go to dashboard first. And then we'll go to channel settings over here on the left. And this is my video, my real YouTube account here that's for my business. And hold on a second here. So I want to say one thing about this down here in the lower right. Now, if you're watching this, a recording of this or something later on, this might not be available for you. But down here in the lower right, we have, I wanted to find this so you guys could see it. There's a new channel design preview. Do you guys see that down in the lower right? I would not use this new channel design, okay? It looks cool. It looks really cool, but what happens with the new design is that it doesn't allow you to customize which videos are showing, and it doesn't allow you to customize if you can see your feed or not. It's kind of a plug and play look. I found it to be less flexible. Now maybe they're going to change this in the future, but I would not use that YouTube channel design down on the lower right. You could just, they allow you just to go ahead and apply it, but I would not recommend it at this point. Now it does look cool, and you're going to see other YouTube users out there that have really cool layouts and stuff like that, but I would not recommend that you use that. And I'm going to show you just in just a second why that is something you want to do, or why that's something you don't want to do. All right, sorry folks. Let me show you how I have my YouTube channel set up here. have to log out to show you this. All right, so here's what you do. Up here in the upper right, you click on these. You click on this little arrow that's up by your name, uh, up by your little face and your name for your YouTube account, and then you're gonna click on My Channel. Okay. And what that's going to do is that's going to let you modify the actual channel and what it looks like. This is really, really important. I can't emphasize, oh, let me show you what I just did. I can't emphasize how important this is. Let me cancel this so you can see. So this might change in the future, folks, so it's a little confusing how to edit this stuff. You can always ask in the members area if this stuff changes in the future. But if you click on this channel settings button right here, okay, up in the upper left, and then you can see you have these different tabs. You have appearance, which this really doesn't matter. You can do anything you want for that. You can put a background image there to make it look cool. You can change the color. You can mess with that quite a bit. That doesn't affect your page rank much. Over here, though, is where you want to make sure that you put any kind of keywords, any kind of, if it's a local business, any kind of citation information. You want all that to be here in your description area. Also, if you're trying to rank your actual YouTube channel page, we talk about that in the course quite a bit, ranking the actual YouTube channel page. Then you want to make sure you have tags, keywords in there that are the keywords that you want your channel page to rank for. Now over here, this is where the SEO really comes into play. And this might seem really simple, but this is crucial choices you have to make that will affect how the page rank flows through your YouTube channel. You can almost think about your channel like a little website. Because what we're going to do, we're going to be funneling, I'm going to teach you how to funnel page rank from other pages on YouTube back to your channel. And how you set up this channel page is going to determine how well your videos rank. Okay. So you can pick different layouts and it'll show you what they look like. If you click the overview layout, then it'll show you down below what the overview layout looks like, which gives you, it sort of, the overview isn't that great of a choice because it actually will fill up the main page of your YouTube account with the activity that's taking place on other people's videos. So if you commented on another video, it's going to show up here on this overview tab. If you liked a video, it's going to show up here on this overview tab. And each one of those activities will become a link going out to the other person's YouTube channel. So you're basically giving away page rank, which is okay. I talk about some black hat techniques where you have black hat accounts and you're funneling page rank out from those accounts into your white hat accounts. In those types of setups, you want to use this overview tab because you really only have that account for the purpose of funneling page rank out from it. Okay, now the blogger setup can be useful. However, it's only going to give recent uploads or a featured playlist. So right here we've got my last 10 uploads. So what's going to happen now if I have this set up on my YouTube page, say my YouTube user page is like a page rank of 6, which is not that difficult to do with the techniques I'm going to show you. What's going to happen is that page rank is going to be funneled equally down between these 10 videos, and it's not going to go anywhere else. So say I have 40 videos in my account, that is not going to help any of those videos. Now you might be able to get, depending on, YouTube changes the way their links work a lot, you might be able to get some page rank funneled through these playlists here, or even rank a playlist itself. But this is doesn't give you a lot of flexibility here with this blogger layout, because again, you can only send PageRank to 10 of your videos. Now the everything layout is pretty powerful, especially if you want to feature a video, and you can see right here what the layout looks like. You'll have a featured video, and this right here would be the video that's the hardest to rank for, the video with the most competition. You choose that video as your main video. So that way you get the bulk of PageRank is going to be sent to that video. Then you can choose other playlists, and you can also choose channels. This one gives you the most flexibility. So I recommend the everything one, but again, it depends on what your goals are for your account. If your goals are to rank another account using this account, which I'll teach you later, then you want to choose a different layout. But the everything layout can be really powerful because you can pick and choose where that PageRank gets sent. Now you can also, if you see here, this drop down here, you can also pick what the default tab is. So on my channel, when someone goes to youtube.com/ChadTKimball, what do they see first? And that's going to be also what the Googlebot sees first. So you can also make the default tab just your uploads, that it goes directly to your uploads, and the only thing that is shown there are your uploads. And this is really, I like this one even better than the everything layout. So this will mean that these 4 layouts here would not apply, and instead when Google visits your page, they're going to see all of your videos on that page right there, and each one of these is going to be a backlink back to the video. So if all of your videos have around the same number of competitive, if your competition is about the same for all the different keyword phrases that you're targeting, then I would use this layout, because this will evenly distribute your PageRank from your channel to the maximum number of videos in your account. Now obviously if you're doing this, you don't want hundreds and hundreds of videos, because that PageRank is going to get spread out more and more and more between each video. But as it is right now, like say you've got 40 videos or so in there, this is the best layout to have, because your channel is going to automatically gather PageRank from the other things that I'm going to teach you, and it's going to evenly spread that PageRank out to each video. Now I would uncheck this, always take subscribed users to the feed. I'm not that interested in users seeing my feed. Now maybe you have different goals for your channel and you want them to see your feed, but I'm not that interested in them seeing. And then you can also check any of these things in the feed options. Your feed tab will still show up, but it won't be the default place that people go to. If you uncheck this always take users to the feed box, then it won't be the thing that they see first if they're your subscribers. But then you can choose which things you want people to see out of your feed. If you want them to see, if you like a video, these are other videos, not your own, then subscribe to a channel, comment on a video, add a video to a public playlist. Do you want to allow channel comments or not? Now this would be something where if you're using your YouTube channel for a lot of networking, then you want to allow channel comments. I usually say don't display until approved, just because then people like me actually can comment on the channel without requiring any approval, and I can just use your channel to suck PageRank into my properties all day long. So I would choose don't display until approved for that. Okay. And then obviously you can make your default tab be the feed, which I do not recommend at all. Unless there is one exception. You want to make your default tab be the feed only if you have an account where the whole purpose of the account is to funnel PageRank and authority into another account. So you can have a Blackhat account where you're doing all kinds of commenting and all kinds of black hat activity that's bringing a lot of page rank in there, and then you want to funnel that to a white hat account, well, then you would want your feed to show up, because what you're going to do is you're going to have your some of the options on hold on a second. Some of the options there are going to be like if you like a video on on one of your other channels, if you subscribe to one of your other channels, if you comment on a video on one of your other channels, if you add a video from one of another channels into a public playlist, these are all ways that you can funnel PageRank into another account from a Blackhat account. So that would be the one situation where you'd want to use the feed as a default tab. But other than that, I would use either a featured tab where you pick your layout according to your PageRank goals, and I can help you with this as well. As part of this training, you get a free review of your YouTube videos, and so I can help you figure out from your goals which layout you need. Or the simple way is just to use the Uploads default tab, because it's so simple and it really funnels PageRank out to everyone evenly. That would be only if all your keyword phrases that you're targeting all have around the same amount of competition. So, all right. So hopefully that was clear about the YouTube account setup. All right. So let me go back to my presentation here. All right, so we've got strengthening your YouTube account, set up your user page properly to funnel PageRank. Guys, I cannot emphasize how important this is. Don't overlook this. Don't skip it, because you can do a lot of work sending PageRank to your user page, and it will all be wasted if your user page is not set up properly. I see this all the time. Okay, the second thing we're going to talk about is high PageRank channel comments. And this can be done with a this is what the channel comments look like. So this is especially valuable for high PageRank channels that have their comments tab showing as a default view, or if they have their comments, if their comments tab has PageRank in and of itself. And I teach you in the videos in my YouTube Cash course how to search for these channel comment pages in Google, so that you can find the ones that have PageRank and then leave your comments on them. This is a really, really powerful way to funnel PageRank, and the reason why it's powerful is a lot of people leave their comments page on their channel. So this is not a comment on a video. This is actually a comment on their channel. So when you just go to the main channel of their page, you go to like youtube.com/Chad T. Kimball, that's my channel page, and they leave their comments. A lot of people leave their comments and they don't really check them. It's sort of an unknown area that a lot of people don't utilize, or they forget to uncheck the box to I believe it's even by default that it doesn't require any kind of moderation. So you can find a lot of channels out there that will allow comments. You can use our bot in the members area to do this, or you can do it manually depending on what you want to do, depending on your channel, really, the goals of your channel. If it's a super white hat channel, you probably want to do these kind of comments manually and pick and choose only high PageRank ones. But if you don't mind it being a little black hat, then you can just use our bot to comment on massive numbers of channels. And that each link, when you make a comment, each link is, you can see Aubrey's photo right here next to it. It says comment on this channel. That photo is going to be, after she leaves her comment, that photo is going to be a followed backlink back to her channel page. So you can see how that PageRank is going to start funneling back. And a lot of these channel page comment pages are PageRank 4, PageRank 5, PageRank 6. A lot of them don't have a lot of comments on them because it's not a highly utilized feature. So it's a really, really powerful way to funnel PageRank back to your channel page. Now there's actually a new comment discussion style set up, and this is under the new YouTube layout. So it looks like this in the new layout that YouTube is moving towards. But it's still just as valuable. You can see Andrew Baird right there. His username is a backlink back to his user page, his channel page. So it's a really easy way to get PageRank really quickly. And I know folks, just from doing this, ranking their videos, not having to do hardly any external backlinking at all, even in more competitive markets. All right. Okay, high PageRank video comments. Lori, I see your question there. Where's the video and how to find these? I can help you find that. Aubrey, if you're there, you could find it, or even Seth, if you're there. I believe it might be the video just that goes along with the bot. It might not even be in the YouTube course. It might be in the bots area. And in that bots area, there's a YouTube. There's a video about how to use the bot, and there should also be a video talking about how to find these comment pages. Okay, and then the other place is, which there's a little more to this. Okay, Laura, I see your question. Yeah, we'll find that video because I want people to be able to find it. Aubrey, if you could find it, you could even send it out to everybody on the chat if you can find it. If you guys can't find it, I'll be able to find it after the session. Okay, high PageRank video comments. This is another huge way to funnel PageRank back to your user page. And you can see increasingly the importance of having your user page set up properly to funnel PageRank the right way, because you could spend a lot of time funneling this PageRank back to your user page, all to have your user page kind of wasted because the layout isn't set up properly. And I don't talk about this anywhere else. I don't even talk about this in the course, really, in the main course. You guys are getting this just as the advanced purchasers. But it's a really powerful technique, is having your user page set up properly. So these high PageRank video comments are another great way to funnel PageRank back, and we've talked about this in the course as well. And this can also be done with the bot, or it can also be outsourced. And I've had a lot of success outsourcing these, even to someone offshore that doesn't speak English very well. They can outsource these fairly. They could do a fair job at commenting, because since it's just a quick phrase, even if their English is a little stilted, it's not like they're writing a whole article. So then they can customize the comment to actually make it look like they actually watched the video, instead of like the kind of comments that you can get with the bot are just generic and they look more spammy. Whereas if you can outsource manual comments, they're going to last longer because they're actually going to be about the video. Even if the English is stilted, there's a lot of commenters on YouTube that are not, English is not their first language, so they won't even stick out. High PageRank video responses is another thing we talk about in the videos. Dennis, let me just answer your question real quick. Yes, having more comments on the same page will help funnel PageRank more than just one. So you can do multiple comments, but obviously, if you do that too much, if you overdo, your comments are going to get flagged as spam. So you want to be careful of that. Yeah, having multiple comments, like say on this page right here, can help you funnel more PageRank, because basically the PageRank is divided up evenly between each comment. So you're going to get a certain percentage that's going to go to that user page, a certain percentage is going to go to that user page, a certain percentage is going to go to the user page of the user below that, and it's going to be divided up evenly. And so if you have 3 or 4 of those are your own comments, sometimes you can create a debate between a couple of users. They all belong to you, and you can kind of dominate that first page with all of your properties and make it look legit. And obviously, you can't do that with a bot. You got to do that manually, but it's a powerful way to get multiple links all on the one page. And there are super high page rank videos. I'm talking about PR7s, PR6s, where you can get comments very, very easily. This is the easiest, folks, the easiest PageRank 7 links you will ever get, because all you have to do is leave a comment. It doesn't even have to be good English, and you're going to have a PR7 link going back to your user page. It's powerful. This is powerful stuff. I wish I could emphasize it strongly enough. You can rank YouTube videos just based on what I just taught you. I mean, the first 20, 30 minutes of this presentation, might be all you really need to rank a YouTube video. So that's where I always tell people to start. The other thing is, each video in your account should be a video response to okay, hey Seth, I'm gonna, Seth, I'm gonna make you an organizer so you can send that out to everybody. Thanks for finding that, man. I just made you an organizer, Seth. Could you just chat that out to all the members so they can all see the video that talks about how to find high page rank? Just send it out to the whole group so everybody gets it. Folks, if you don't get that video from Seth, then let me know. Lori, when I talk about high page rank videos, I'm not talking about high traffic videos. I'm talking about, let me tell you what, I do not know much about PowerPoint. I'm just going to have to end this. I'll show you right here. When you look in the lower right, down here, look in the lower right of my browser, you can see PageRank 4 out of 10. That's actually Google's PageRank formula, where they give each page a value, and they give, depending on how many links it has, basically, they give it a numerical value, and the higher the numerical value, the better. So you can see my Make Money on YouTube video here has a PageRank of 3 if you look in the lower right. Okay, so other questions, if you can hold them till the end, folks, that'd be great. Just so I can focus on the presentation. All right, let me start my PowerPoint back up here. Okay, video responses. That was where I left off. Now, you can watch the video and video responses in the members area. Make sure each video is a video response. That's crucial, because that is free page rank. If you don't do this, that's free page rank that you are just letting go. And I like to use Scrapebox to find these. If you have Scrapebox and you don't know how to do this, let me know. I can make a little tutorial on it, on how to find these video response videos that you can leave a response on that have high page rank, where you're likely to get approved. And then you can see, say this video that we're looking at, this little screenshot of this video, say it was a PR5, you can see right here he's giving away 2 PR5 links. And the nice thing about these links is they don't go to the user page. These links go to the actual video itself. And that's why video responses are so important and so powerful, because they actually point a link to the video. So this video here on this day, 23rd October, is an actual video that's getting the PageRank 5 funneled back to it through a video response. And we have a whole video on that in the members area. Okay. Top comments. So I don't know if you folks have noticed this, but especially on videos where there's a lot of comment activity, and this can tend to be the really high page rank videos. You'll have comments flooding the account possibly every 15 minutes you'll have new comments. And a YouTube video, the default page only holds about 10 comments. So if you just make a comment and expect to get that page rank, but it's a really highly trafficked video, your link, your comment, and that link associated with that comment is going to drop off the bottom of the page within a couple of hours. So you're not going to get that page rank, or you might get some sort of page rank from page 3, page 4, page 5 of comments. It's kind of like a blog where there's like thousands of comments and you're way back at page like 20 of the comments. You're not going to get that page rank that you're going to get if your comment can stay on the top. So you not only need to comment on this high page rank page, but you also need to make your comment a top voted comment. And I'm going to talk about this. We actually have some software that we're going to give you. It's only a part of the members here of this advanced course that is a comment voter. And basically what it allows you to do, what I do with this software is I have a whole bunch of videos that I've commented on, and then I have my outsourcer. You can do this yourself, you can outsource it. I have him go through and look at each page and let me know, does it have comments coming like every hour or less? Because that means that my comment is not going to stay on the first page. And then we run the comment voter on that video so that it ends up in this top comments section. And in this top comments section, you can see that arrow pointing to it. The top commented videos are always the same. So even if there's comments flying and getting dropped off the page below the top comments, these top comments are going to stay the same. And they get this status of top comment simply by the number of thumbs ups that comment is getting. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but you can see this Ranger Marat, he has 131 thumbs up. King of Awesome 3 has 46 thumbs up. And then these two guys, they get their link to stay on the top of this high page rank video as long as they remain the top commenter. Now someone else could come up and get more thumbs ups than them, and then their comment would drop off. So sometimes you have to go back and monitor these things, but sometimes there aren't even any top commenters at all, and you don't really have to worry about it. If you just get 10, 20 thumbs ups, then you'll end up on that top page. So I'm going to talk more about the details of this a little bit later in this advanced Blackhat course, because I want to talk to you about the software, and I want to talk to you about there's a lot to this right here, getting top comments, and this can actually be a monetization method all on its own. But this is a crucial step to keeping your comments, your links on the actual PageRank 7 page and not having them drop off to page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5 of comments where there's no PageRank at all. Okay. And then the fourth, or letter F, not the fourth, I don't know what number I'm on, but massive views is the fourth thing, and I'm going to talk more about massive views in my next section, because the massive views could be considered an internal ranking factor, but it's also an external ranking factor, and I'll explain what I mean by that. So I'm going to talk about the views. I know I talked to you guys about showing you my source for views. Views are a major part of the algorithm. I'm going to show you why and how this works and how to do it. Okay, number 3, make sure your video is awesome. Okay, and awesome, I know, is kind of a subjective term, but it's really important that your video is awesome. And the reason why is that when you start ranking on page one, and when you start getting massive views to your videos, um, not just fake views, but then those fake views in turn will start to generate um, real views, because you're already on page one of Google. You can start to get uh, featured on all kinds of other websites. You're going to get, it's just, you'll see what happens. It starts to go viral. Pretty soon you start to show up on the actual pages in Google itself that are listed only for trending videos. And editors of newspapers and online news sites go to these pages to see, hey, what are the trends that I can write about in my articles? Um, and all these things are going to um, come to you once you have a massive number of views. But if you don't have an awesome video, then something can happen to you like happened to this guy here. And I talked about this in one of my emails. You can see How to Win Chess has around 300,000 competing results in direct um, I mean, if you search exact match there, it has around 300,000 competing results. And what happened with this guy here, this was not my video, this is somebody else's video that I was using as a test result. And the video is really bad. You can actually go and watch it. It's on the first page, or it should be on the first page of Google. And when you look at this video, unfortunately, it's gotten a lot of really bad comments because the quality of the video is actually quite low. And oops, that's the ad there, but let me scroll down and show you. We've got here, I'd own this retarded moron in 3 seconds. This is pretty much the first chess move you learn. Hilarious. How to win chess in 4 moves playing against a moron. That's funny, and you're right, but how the hell did this get 117,000 views? There were even worse videos. Some of these must have gotten removed for spam because somebody called it like a moronic video. I mean, it was getting really bad comments. It looked like they must have gotten flagged for spam and removed. But you know, with comments like that, if the viewers that are clicking, interested viewers that are clicking on the video, are leaving comments like that, you know your video is in trouble because it's not going to get any farther than it did. So I managed to get this kid a link in the Guardian. Okay, it ended up on the Guardian, which is like a major UK news source. Gave us a huge ranking spike. And everything really, really powerful, but it didn't go any farther than that because the video was so bad. Now, if the video was awesome, an awesome chess video, then it would have also got linked elsewhere. But instead, it only got that one link, or maybe got a couple of other, high-profile links, but it didn't go any farther than that into becoming really viral, which is what can happen. So, if you're buying views, you want to make your video awesome, okay? Because you're going to generate comments, you're going to generate subscribes, you're going to generate likes, you're going to generate views, fake ones, but really the goal of all that is just to get the video momentum. It's just to give it a jump start so that the real views, the real subscribes, the real comments and likes can take off on their own. Because it's got viewership now and they love the video. Very important, okay? All right. So let me talk about some black hat tricks here. This is all regarding internal YouTube page rank funneling from between video to video and account to account. If you have a white hat channel, so I want to talk about this because some of you folks dabble in black hat, but you have white hat clients, or you have a white hat channel that you don't want to touch with the dark side of linking. What you can do is you can have a couple of different accounts, and you can keep your white hat channel squeaky clean, but then you have a black hat channel that you pummel it with black hat links, automated YouTube comments, fake views, all manner of things that YouTube hates. And you get it a lot of page rank, okay? Um, it could even be a Black Hat channel that has pretty high quality videos on it, but that aren't really related to your topic. Maybe it's just a really cool free video. It doesn't sell anything, and you're not going to make any money on it. But it's a video that you know people will love, and then you rank it and you get it popular. It gets popular. It gets linked to. It gets all kinds of page rank, like I showed you with that how to win chess video, where it got all sorts of page rank and views and actually let me see how many views it has. And then what you do is, let me see, yeah, so it's got, these are fake views for the most part. 170,000 fake views, which I'm going to teach you how to do a little bit later on. Let's look at the statistics there. Yeah, so you can see the views have pretty much evened out completely. I mean, it does. I think it does get a few views per day, but not many. So it just died. It could have really taken off if the video was high quality. But you could even do that with a Black Hat channel. And no, John, the Black Hat channel is totally separate. It's a totally separate Google account. It's a completely separate YouTube account with its own videos on it, its own optimization and everything. And you can do this multiple times. And then it's a great way. You know, I know some people that their main strategy for ranking YouTube videos is all internal. And this is not new, by the way. I mean, Wikipedia, if you're familiar with Wikipedia, Wikipedia is a entire site that ranks. I mean, obviously it has to have internal links, but one of the main reasons why Wikipedia ranks so well for so many different searches is because Wikipedia is internally backlinked very well. In other words, the PageRank flow going through the Wikipedia site is set up. Yeah, it's set up to funnel PageRank really, really well. The keyword optimization is set up well. I don't know if you analyze Wikipedia for SEO, you'll see that Wikipedia is really set up just perfectly for internal linking and internal SEO, and that makes a lot of its pages rank well, even some of the pages you'll see ranking, if you do a backlink analysis on Wikipedia pages, you'll see they don't have any external links. All of their link popularity is coming from other Wikipedia pages pointing to it. I actually teach you how you can game that whole thing in my Wikipedia course if you're interested. But that's similar to what we're doing with YouTube. We're using the strength of YouTube. YouTube has massive numbers of PageRank 7 and PageRank 6 pages, PageRank 7 and PageRank 6 videos and user pages that you can easily get links on. And then if you have a Black Hat account, you can do it even more, you know, for other kinds of topics. You could have a Black Hat account that the whole purpose of the account is just to respond, just to be video responses to other high page rank videos. And you can actually create a video that's, the whole purpose of it is to be a response for a specific high page rank video. And you could even say in that video, hey, I watched your video on, you know, how to win chess in 4 moves, and, you know, I noticed the second step that you took, the second move that you made, had an error in it. Now why don't you move the pawn here instead, and blah 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 blah, and you're responding directly to that video, and that is going to be a video response that's going to get approved and stick. And you could have a whole account just full of video responses. It's going to be massive page rank coming back to your videos. So Dennis says, do use proxies. Yeah, I would use, if you're doing this type of thing, I would use a proxy or just a virtual machine. We talk about virtual machines and proxies here in the members area quite a bit. You do want to keep those things separate because they really well, it just depends. If you don't care about keeping it separate, then you can play. You can be as risky as you want. But if you're really trying to keep that white hat channel from getting affected at all by the other channel, it'd probably be a good idea to do it through a proxy or something like that, or through a virtual machine. Yeah, the other thing is we have this channel and video commenter here in the members area that Seth actually sent that link out to everybody. Everybody should have gotten that. Um, but you know, it's a little bit risky, obviously, because it's automated. It's completely automated activity, and so you know it's going to be it's against YouTube's terms of service, basically. And so you might want to keep that separate from your White Hat account if you have a White Hat account. And then you can use our bot to vote the comments to the top or get it done on Fiverr for really inexpensively. And I'm going to show you some of my results for that with Fiverr. So, okay. All right. So we're at the top of the hour. So you guys have a lot of questions. Should I just take questions right now, or should I? I was going to move on to external factors, but if you have a lot of questions about internal, maybe I should just go ahead and take questions right now. I see a few people typing in questions, but it seems like most people are saying go ahead to the next. Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm gonna move on to the next. I'm just gonna continue. Most people are saying please continue. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Didn't get to the mute button fast enough there. Okay, really quick, let me just. Vincent says, should you disable comments on your own video? Not necessarily. It does look good to have comments on your own video. You might want to have them be moderated. There's an option where you can moderate your comments. That's probably what I'd recommend, because having comments on your video is part of the internal ranking algorithm within YouTube search engine, which I'm going to teach a little later. Brian says, is there virtual machine info available? Yes, there is virtual machine info available, Brian. It's in the members area. If you have trouble finding it, it's in the Blackhat videos, not the YouTube videos. It's in the Blackhat videos area, and there's one on Foxy Proxy, and there's one on virtual machines. John says, do you have any problem using different script proxies each time you log into YouTube? You might have problems there, John, because it might ask you to verify each time. Yeah, it might ask you to verify it each time, which is going to be a real pain. Although you could do it, but it might ask you to like type in codes or do a phone verification each time and stuff like that. If you keep using different IPs, but you could try it out. Steve, I have not used Yahoo Pipes for getting backlinks from other channels. If you know how to do this, you've done this well, let me know, because I'm definitely interested in that. What is the maximum number of videos? Okay, this will be my last question, folks, then I'm just going to jump in. What is the max number of videos you'll have in an account for page rank, or does it depend on the page rank of the user page? It depends on how competitive your market is. So going back to the layout of your go back here. Going back to the layout options. If your layout looks like this, like mine does, all of my keyword phrases, this would be assuming all my keyword phrases have the same level of competition, and I don't mind having the page rank divided up that many times. You know, I don't know how many videos are on this page, like 30. That's dividing up my page rank 30 times. So it really depends on your goals. Luck Beer, I think if you have a super high competitive keyword phrase, then you're going to want to use fewer videos in an account so that more page rank can go to each video. Um, so yeah, it really depends a lot on your goals. If you're going for long tail phrases, then you could put 40 or 50 videos in there, and just with a little bit of page rank, they'll start to rank. So, all right, so let's go to external. Um, okay, don't allow video responses on your videos, Steve. Make sure that you have to approve them manually. Why would you use Fiverr if you have the software? I'll talk about that later. Source for awesome videos. We can talk about that. Email me if you want this PowerPoint. There's people asking for the steps. I could send you the PowerPoint if you shoot me an email. Okay, let's go to internal. External, non-YouTube ranking factors, fake views. Okay, fake views. This is something that a lot of people are interested in, and this guy is the main guy that I recommend. Okay, DJ Lobo, and just private message Steve. Private message Seth. No, private message Aubrey in the members area. Private message Aubrey. You can just type in her name, Aubrey, and it'll come up as a username there, and then she can send you the PowerPoint. Okay. Let me show you DJ Lobo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this guy. He's the owner of YouTube Views. Let me find him here on Fiverr here. This is the guy I'm currently recommending for views. If you just do a search for DJ Lobo Fiverr, he's got a bunch of different gigs here. This is the guy that I'm currently recommending. Part of the reason why I'm recommending is because I'm also a part of the YouTube Views Network, which you can actually get. It's basically software where it's a view trading software. You run the software all day and have it view other people's videos, and then you get a certain number of accounts. A certain number of points in your account for videos, for your own videos to get views. And it's a very, very slow way to accumulate views. Let me just say it that way. The YouTube Views software, it's a very slow way. I much prefer to just go directly to the owner, which is DJ Lobo, and just buy views off of his network, which he sells for super, super cheap. 20,000 views there for $5. 10,000 views for $5. 20,000 views, $5. And these views work, okay? I recommend them more than like Vagex or any of these other sources currently, and I've personally used them for my own videos. Here's some advantages. They're human views, not bot views, okay? And these humans are all over the world, and they are the way the software works is your views end up looking like they're coming from all different sources, like Facebook embeds, embedded in different other 2.0 sites, Web 2.0 sites, and stuff like that. So it looks really natural. They're spread out from a bunch of sources. They're not all mobile views. Like some of these providers, you'll get 100% mobile views, which just looks really fishy. And what you'll see after your views are delivered, that they come from a large variety of sources. And also, they almost always include likes favorites, and subscribers on your account. And this is really important because um, let me show you. See, he's got 20,000 views, but also 50 likes, 30 comments, 100 subscribers. I would not use his service for comments. I think they're going to be pretty spammy. Don't bother with the comments. Get one that has, let me scroll down here. Like this one is the one I like. 20,000 views, 15 likes, 30 subscribers, 10 favorites. So there's enough other activity like likes, subscribers, and favorites to make the views look natural. If you have, Lori, I agree with you there on the name. That's a crazy name. If you get 20,000 views and it doesn't have any likes, no subscribers, no thumbs ups on your videos, that looks extremely fishy to YouTube. I mean, what are the chances, if you think about it, someone's video will get 20,000 views and not a single subscribe, favorite, or like? Either there's something really, really wrong with that video, or it's a fake. It's faked. So you want to get those other things added. Any kind of service that you use, even if in the future I don't recommend DJ Lobo when we go somewhere else, you still want to make sure that you've got a well spread other types of activity that you're getting as well, along with the views. Again, now you can test out the comments. I'm just try to avoid comments because I just don't want them to look spammy. So let me see. Now he does say 15 days delivery, but he almost always delivers them quicker than that. So yeah, I would still recommend this. I know it's slow, but it's going to be. Now he doesn't have to deliver quicker than that. One thing, you could just send him a message and say, hey, I need this. You can see all the great comments here, recent ones too, 4 or 5 hours ago, 21 hours ago. You can just tell him, just shoot him a message and just say, hey, I need these done. I need these done in the next 36 hours, and he can bump you up. You might even be able to get him done in 12 hours or 10 hours if you pay him a little extra. I mean, it's only $5, and he can handle a pretty high number of orders. Like he says here, we can handle up to 1,000 orders per day. The YouTube Views network is huge. It's a massive. There's I think around 2,000 people online in the YouTube Views network at all times, and I think there's maybe in the over 10,000 total users. And a lot of these folks are trying to get views not by buying them. They're trying to get them by getting credits in their account by watching other people's videos, which takes a really long time. I mean, maybe if you got an outsourcer who's twiddling his thumbs out there, you can just have him running the software all the time. Or if you have a few virtual machines like on Trust VM or something, you can just run the software all the time. But in the end, you're going to run it for 24 hours. You're only going to end up with 100 credits, get 100 views out of it. And it's just it's not so it's not that great of an option. It's much better to just buy them directly from him. Okay, now a couple of disadvantages. Okay, the first disadvantage is Mike, I don't know if you can buy credits or not, but you might as well I think it's cheaper even just to buy them directly from him even than it is to buy credits. So okay, they don't usually watch the videos all the way through. That is a disadvantage. It's working okay for now, but it's definitely something to look out for. If they are not watching, basically what you want in your views, which I talk about later in the YouTube algorithm part, is that you want views are a big part of ranking in the YouTube algorithm itself. And so you want, what YouTube is looking for is a mixture of a high number of views and also a good percentage of views where your videos are watched all the way through. And so that's a disadvantage. The second disadvantage is that the software doesn't work that well if you want to participate in the exchange. It tends to crash. At least that's been my experience. So you can't just set it and forget it. Yeah, I've had just issues with the software, and it's not fast enough really to accumulate credits. Especially if you're looking for like 100,000 views, it's going to take you forever to accumulate that many credits. So my second recommended source is Maverick 2.0 on Wikidfire. And I got you. And what Maverick has, you know what? Don't search on Fiverr, Lori. Search on Google. Search DJ Lobo on DJ Lobo Fiverr. Do that Google search. It'll come up. Okay, let me show you on Wikidfire. Maverick 2.0 Wikidfire. Find him here. Should have had this link ready for you guys. Let me see. Do I have it in my notes? Let me see here. Give me just a sec to look for this link. Just a minute here, folks. Trying to find Maverick's links here. Because he seems to be buried. Come on, Maverick, help me out here. Raja, thank you, my man. Thank you. He found it for me. I'm just going to chat this to everybody. All right, you should have gotten that. Everybody should have gotten that. Okay, so this is on Wikidfire. I just sent you the link. And if you can see he's got two different options down here. He's got YouTube time watched views, and you're going to have to actually go to ask him specifically the number of seconds. I don't know if it's yeah, I don't see even in the Q&A. Yeah, I don't see even in the Q&A how long, but the whole purpose of his service is to offer you views where these are actually time watched. So there's a guaranteed amount of time. I would send him a private message and ask him about that. But you can buy those, or you can buy just normal YouTube views, which are more expensive than DJ Lobo. So what I'd recommend you do is purchase the DJ Lobo views because they're going to be lower quality, not watched all the way through, and then see how that does. You might need to also buy time watched views. And I'm talking about specifically ranking inside the YouTube search engine. We're going to talk all about this YouTube search engine a little bit later, but this is the source of time watched views. Now, if you're just trying to get on some high trending type of sites, which is really the main reason why to get views. It doesn't seem to affect the Google algorithm much, except for that it kickstarts your viral activity. So you want to get views because you want it to look like your video is super popular so that journalists will talk about it. And this is a very real thing I'm talking about. I know it seems like hocus pocus, or it's going to be a low chance that it really happens, but you could see, I mean, in my guy's video for how to win chess, um, I wasn't even going for that, and this guy's video right here got featured, and it's just a really powerful. It worked for him. It's going to work for you. So definitely want to get those views. But the thing is, in order to get the benefit of being noticed by journalists, you don't need time-watched views for that. You only need time-watched views for the YouTube search engine itself, and you might not even need them for the YouTube search engine. So I would try first with DJ Lobo and see what you can get, what kind of traction you can get, what kind of viral activity you could get jump-started. And then once you start trying to rank in YouTube itself, you might find that DJ Lobo's views are enough for that too, which I found. I definitely found DJ Lobo's views, even though they weren't watched all the way through, was enough for him to was enough for my videos to rank well in YouTube. And I'll talk more specifics when I get into the YouTube ranking algorithm, the YouTube search engine. But you can see DJ Lobo right here. He says, it says 15 days delivery. But then down here in his little screenshot, he says 48 hours. So I would just say make sure I need it in 48 hours. Your screenshot says 48 hours. And I would start with DJ Lobo for sure with that. Okay. Get back to my PowerPoint here. All right, you know what? I think okay, I'm going to do one more point in the external algorithm, and then I'm going to take some questions. Actually, do you folks have questions right now? Okay, let me just do one more point in my presentation, then we'll take some questions. All right, so the next thing that you might find just by doing what I already told you, you might find you're already ranking in Google just from the things that I just told you, and you might not need to do much else. But more than likely, if you're in a competitive market over 250,000 competing results, you're going to need to do more. Now, for these competitive markets, Israel, there is no penalty. There's no penalty for a lot of views in a short time. Okay, between 5 and 10 high page rank backlinks on Web 2.0s. And these don't necessarily have to be Web 2.0s. If you have access to domains that you own or someone that you know that you could buy links off of, I'm not talking about blog links, I'm talking about actual homepage links on high page rank pages. It doesn't have to be a Web 2.0 property. It could just be any page that's a high page rank between 3 and 6. You want to get backlinks from these. And the reason why I emphasize Web 2.0s like this, what I have here listed in front of you is a list of Web 2.0 sites where it's very, very easy to gather page rank without having to spend too much time on it. So most of these have a PR, have some kind of a function that's called either liking or reblogging, a reblogging type of activity. And for each reblog that you do and each like that you complete, you get a high page rank link going back. And so that's why I'm emphasizing these. It's really easy to develop your own source of high page rank pages to get backlinks to your videos. And yes, you want the videos to go directly to your video URL. I'll show you what I mean here. Just grab this. Okay, I'm going to give you some instructions on Scrapebox. Hopefully you guys have Scrapebox. You can actually use, we have a footprint bot in the members area that you can use as well if you don't have Scrapebox. But I'm going to give you an example of how to do this with Tumblr. I'm going to take you to my virtual machine here. So let me just log into it really quick. I actually run Scrapebox. There was a question earlier about Scrapebox. Should we run it on a virtual machine? I don't think you can get malware through Scrapebox. At least I never have. But I like to run it on a virtual machine because then I don't have to buy more than one license, and anyone in on my team can log into this virtual machine and use my Scrapebox install. Okay, there you go. Now you guys should see my virtual machine. This is a Trust VM virtual machine, and you can see up there in the upper left, you can see the footprint that I ran. Okay, and this ran, you can see how long this ran, and this is looking for high page rank expired Tumblr blogs. Okay, expired Tumblr blogs. The nice thing about Tumblr is there's a lot of Tumblr blogs that the people just let them go for whatever reason, and you can actually register that same name and benefit from all that page rank. It's a super quick way to get these high PR pages to link to your YouTube videos, or really link anywhere for that matter. So I ran this. It took about, it says 661 minutes. I don't know how many hours that is, but you can see here the this is the footprint that I used. Look up in the upper left there. Site colon in quotes www.tumblr.com in quotes. That's going to keep any like Tumblr help pages and stuff like that out of your search results. Then in URL colon tumblr.com. So you put that up in the custom footprint. Make sure custom footprint is checked. If you guys don't have Scrapebox, I would encourage you just to do it. It's just the all-purpose, super powerful software. Then you click Scrape down here and use YouTube or use Scrapebox as keyword scraper. And what I do is I just go like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and so on, all the way down through the alphabet. I leave all these default options, and then I click Scrape. And what it's going to do, you'll see, it's going to generate a huge keyword list for you. So what Scrapebox is going to do is it's going to go to Google and Yahoo and search each one of these phrases and look for Tumblr pages for you and get you a massive, massive list. So I'm not going to finish that. I'm going to stop it right here. So that's the keyword list that I used, which you can see it right here. And then I used the Scrapebox proxy harvester, which you click Harvest Proxies, and you check the boxes. Then you click Start. It's going to pull down proxies for you. I do the proxy tests and everything. Let me stop this. I do test proxies here, so I can test all proxies. And then what I do is I filter right here, keep Google proxies. Those are the only ones I'm interested in keeping. Then I have all that huge list of proxies there. And then I check proxies, I check Google, and I check Yahoo, and I click Start Harvesting. And what Scriptbox is going to do, it's going to use these proxies each time, and it's going to search these keyword phrases plus this footprint here, site tumblr.com and URL tumblr.com. It's going to come up with Tumblr, a bunch of Tumblr URLs here. Then what I want to do is I want to trim. Well, first I'm going to remove duplicate URLs. See how many it removes there. This will make sure that I don't have any duplicated URLs. When you're scraping, you'll get a lot of duplicated URLs in there. This could take a few minutes actually. I shouldn't have done it with that many 100,000. And then after I remove duplicate URLs, I do this. I also trim to last folder, which is another option here in the remove filter option. And what the goal is to get it down to just the Tumblr, raw URL, like sneetips.tumblr.com, the tech journal, not that one actually. This has all kinds of stuff in it. Yeah, like 69.tumblr.com, although probably don't want to use that one. sreetips.tumblr.com. You're going to use that down to last folder option. That'll cut out all this extra stuff on the edges things. Then you can also say remove filter, and you're going to remove all the URLs that don't contain the word Tumblr, because we're only interested in actually tumblr.com domains. And then all you do is you use your add-on. There's a live check add-on, and now I shouldn't have even done that because now Scrapebox is all hung up removing duplicates. But if you click the add-ons button right here, and you there we go, it did it for me. So you can see here, I'm not going to do all this because I don't want you to wait for my Scrapebox. Remove URLs not containing. You're going to do that, and you're going to type in remove URLs not containing Tumblr. You only want domains with Tumblr in them. And then you're going to do trim URLs to last folder, and that'll get you down to a good just list of Tumblr domains. And then you go on to this add-on, to the Scrapebox Alive Check add-on, and you check then your list of Tumblrs for any Tumblrs that have a 404 error. That would mean that the page does not exist, and that would mean that those are Tumblrs that you could register that username and gain a free high page rank Tumblr username for yourself. So that's the basic process. Here's the live check example of the live check. You load URLs here, and boom, there you go. Under options, you want to check follow relocation when you're doing this, because some Tumblrs are forwarded to other Tumblrs, so it might seem like an error, but if you tell it to follow relocation, then it won't give you a false positive there. Okay, so that's yeah. Mike, you can do this for a lot of different sites, but Tumblr is the easiest one right now. There's a lot of other ones that are not. Maybe a lot of them don't make their usernames available after it's expired, or they hold it for like 6 months and the page ranks go on by then, things like that. But the other thing you want to do is once you get a list of Tumblrs, you're gonna have to check the page rank of each of them. You can do that through Scrapebox as well, and only pick the high page rank ones. So if you can, Mike, if you can find some other properties that where you can follow the same process, I'd love to know. But we've had trouble with a lot of them. Tumblr seems like the best one. Um, you can just, Laura, you can just add these to your existing Tumblr account. You don't have to use a new Tumblr account. You can just, I just have one Tumblr account and I have all these different ones added to it. So this is just one though, and that's kind of in depth. Blogster is another one, and if you go into our members area, we actually have a Blogster bot that can build for you high page rank Blogster pages. So that one will be really easy too. I mean, you can just run that bot basically to get high page rank pages for yourself. Soup.io is another one. It's also in the members area. We have a whole entire process. Let me show you it real quick. Um, some of you might have forgotten about soup.io. But soup.io and Diane both soup.io and Diane are both Tumblr type knockoff sites. So you can use similar scraping like I just showed you to find high PageRank soup.io pages and high PageRank Diane pages, and you can then all you have to do is like those pages or reblog those pages, and you're going to get PageRank, high PageRank links back to your own soup.io account page or your own Diane account page. Both of them work similar to Tumblr. If you scroll down here, if you look under the Tumblr link app, and then go down here, we have a couple of threads, sites to use instead of Tumblr for similar results, soup.io, crucial steps in exploiting soup.io for backlinks. All these videos are going to be valuable for soup.io and Diane. It's really easy to do. I picked these properties specifically because they are very easy to create high PageRank pages on without having to do a lot. You don't have to do commenting. All you have to do is reblogging and liking. Easy to outsource, and we have bots for a lot of these. Pinterest, again, we have a bot for that, and we have a whole video on how to do that with Pinterest in the members area. There's a Pinterest bot, and all you have to do is run that Pinterest bot. And let me go and show you where it is. It's in the Blackhat bots section. Oh shoot, I'm not showing you my screen, guys. Apologize for that. I thought I was showing you my screen that whole time. Real quick, you logged into the forum and you want to go to the Tumblr link app down here, and these 3 videos right here that I'm highlighting you want to watch. They'll explain all about soup.io and about Diane. Diane is a Chinese site. You'll be able to figure it out pretty easily though. Soup.io, again, has a video on how to utilize that for high PageRank pages. And then Blogster, we have a Blogster bot that's just in the Blackhat bots section. That'll make it really easy for you to create those Blogster high PageRank Blogster pages. And then we also have a Pinterest bot. I'll show you down here in the Blackhat bots section. Pinterest bot right here, and you can actually use that Pinterest bot to generate high PageRank Pinterest accounts, and I teach you how to do it. There's a video show you. Yeah, if you click into the Pinterest bot thread, there's a video on how to use it, and I give you some instructions on how to do it, and you want to find high PageRank Pinterest pages and then comment and link on those pages, okay? And you can see here's a Jack Caples. It's a PageRank 5 Pinterest account, You can see there on the lower right, and this was created exclusively from our bots. Okay, and look, there's my chess video that I told you about that we ranked on the first page. Pinterest is really easy to do an embed, which does affect, I'll talk about, it does affect rankings, but you can also link out to your homepage if you verify that homepage. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do it with a YouTube video, but you can do an embed with Pinterest, and you can create a high page rank Pinterest page really easily with the Pinterest bot. Dribble is another one. If you do this search right here, Google, if you do a search in Google or Scrapebox for site:dribble.com/shots in URL : fans. Okay, I've got, and you can get that all if you get the PowerPoint. You can get the details there. And these are easy pages to pull PageRank back to yourself. What you're looking for are fan pages that have PageRank, and you can just become a fan of this person. See here, right here, look in the lower right is a PageRank 5. All these people on Dribble are getting PageRank 5 backlinks back to their own Dribble homepage, user page, and then from there, they're able to go out and pass that PageRank out wherever they want. And you can see right here in this little about section is where you can put your YouTube video right there. So again, really easy way to create high PageRank pages. And as you're doing this, you're going to get multiple IPs because each one of these Web 2.0 sites is a different IP address. Pinspire.com works exactly the same as Pinterest, okay? And you can get a high PageRank Pinspire.com account pretty easily. StylePin is another one. And if you look at this user, Zooey Magazine, and you can see, if you see where that arrow is pointing to that little heart, her PageRank is being funneled, all the PageRank from her StylePin page is being funneled into her homepage there. That's where you can put your YouTube video, right where that heart is, under StylePin. Image Spark is another one. And let me click on this and show you guys. So here you can see the do follow link right below the video, right below the image. So what you have to do is your YouTube video is you're gonna have to get a screenshot of an image that's in your YouTube video and post that as your Image Spark image, and then right below that you're gonna link to your YouTube video as the source. And that's a really powerful way to get a high PageRank link from Image Spark, but you have to build up your account similar to how you build up a Dribble or a user Pinterest or a Tumblr page. Okay, and then lastly, the domain, or not lastly, but the domain tweak course, which is in the members area, and the domain, you can simply use the domain tweak course to get your own high PageRank domains. There's a whole course on getting these domains. You could, if you don't want to go through the work or the hassle of building up these Web 2.0 accounts, it is a really powerful way to do it. But if you don't want to bother with all that, you could just follow the domain tweak course and get high PageRank domains to use on your own. Really depends on what you want. If you want to own these properties yourself, or if you want to build it up on a Web 2.0 property. I think the Web 2.0 properties are pretty easy to do. That's the advantage there. And you can also just buy high PageRank links from providers. I had some recommendations. If you do a search for Wickedfire in the members area, there's a video that I did a few weeks back about who to buy links from these days on Wickedfire, and I mentioned some high PageRank link providers. You could also buy high PageRank links from me. I'm opening up, I've been testing out a service myself and selling links, so that'll be an opportunity for you as well. Okay, I'm going to end it there. I think we've covered a lot for the day, And I do have more stuff to cover as far as external ranking factors, but I think for now it's quite enough. And I want to take questions. I can feel my voice kind of giving out a little bit, um, but I do want to take questions if you have any questions at all. Um, and I know Aubrey had to go here pretty soon. Let me just get to my questions here. All right. Do you have a step-by-step process in the course for using Scrapebox? If not, can you make one? You went kind of fast there. Yeah, Steve, actually there is a whole Scrapebox section in the members area that you can get videos on that, and if you have other questions, feel free to ask and we can help you out with that. But it's down here in the Blackhat um, techniques section. There are a bunch of Scrapebox videos, introduction to Scrapebox, intermediate Scrapebox, and there's multiple videos inside there. Are we to use these to create links to our videos or our channels? Suzanne, you want to use these to create links to your videos, to the video, your YouTube video itself that you're trying to rank. You can link to your channel if you want, but really the main thing um, is to link to the actual videos themselves. Does the video description need to be unique content, or can you use things such as PLR content? No, I would not recommend any kind of duplicated content, Jack or Rick. Make sure that you just, it only takes a few minutes to just type out 300 words. I would just do that. You don't want to use any kind of spun or duplicated content. Just make it a unique, keyword optimized mini article there. Billy says, a source for high quality videos. Um, Billy, I make so much video here that here at Arbor Group that I always just use my own videos. So I don't really have a recommendation, but I can look for one. I know there are some good guys out there I could recommend, but if you could put that question in the forum and then we can take it from there. Okay, do you suggest a way to get less than 20,000 views? I have a small local business, a dentist. 20,000 views may look spammy in a short time frame, or does that not matter? Yeah, Steve, if you want to play it safe, you could start with a couple thousand views. I don't really see a problem though with 20,000 views on a local video. I know it seems like, whoa, how could this dentist is in a small town that doesn't even have more than 20,000 people, but stuff happens on YouTube. I mean, a small time guy from a small town ends up with 5 million views because his video went viral. So that kind of stuff happens all the time on YouTube. I don't think it's necessarily a red flag just because it's a local dentist. Would you share with us ways in which to rank for different types of strategies? Raja, I don't totally understand that question. Ways in which to rank for different types of strategies for YouTube. Lakbir, should we be concerned about people leaking our page rank from our channel? Lakbir, I don't know how your page rank would leak. Really, you don't leak PageRank. Oops, sorry guys, I just sent a message out to everybody. I was trying to answer Seth. He's trying to help me organize it here. Just ignore that. Um, yeah, PageRank doesn't leak. Let me just say it that way. All it is subdivided. So, like say on this page right here that you're looking at, the screenshot here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 links. Okay, let's just say. So basically, the PageRank's just subdivided between those 12 links. That means as far as the PageRank value that each of these links gets. But that doesn't mean that just because I have 12 links that the PageRank of this page is going to go down somehow. It doesn't. There's like a, you can think about like an infinite source of PageRank. If you're a PR4, you have an infinite PR4 PageRank to give out, and it's subdivided evenly between the links on the page. So if you have a lot of activity, like comments from other users on your channel, that's why I talked about that layout stuff earlier is so important. If you have like, if your feed is showing as the default view, then anytime you comment on another video, you're giving it PageRank. And that's just a waste of PageRank. So that's why I say don't use your feed as a default view. Okay. Don't already see all your course. Did you explain how Google will put your video if there are actually no video for the keyword on Google results? You know what, Vincent? As long as your YouTube video, the video URL has enough authority to rank on the first page, most of the time you're going to get a video thumbnail. I'm assuming you're talking about a thumbnail. Most of the time you're going to get a video thumbnail if your YouTube video is ranked. So you don't even have to worry about it, even if there's no videos showing. Now I will say if there is a video showing, usually that helps you out a lot because then you can look at the video and say, what did they do to rank? What kind of backlinks do they have? What kind of page rank is on their channel? You know, how many views do they have? You can do a search for this. I'll show you. You can do a search in Google for. I'll show you. When you look at any video, it has this alphanumeric thing right here, and you can do a search in quotes for that alphanumeric code. Each YouTube video has its own unique code, and that'll show you, with even inside YouTube, how many pages are linking to it within YouTube itself. So there's a lot of that. You can analyze a competitor's YouTube video, and then you'll know exactly which parts of the recipe that I'm showing you to apply by doing that. Okay. So, for example, to get to the top of Google for one specific keyword, dog training or whatever. Oh, you mean, like, Roger, are you saying you want me to are you saying that you want me to show like one keyword phrase and specifically how it ranked for that specific keyword phrase for one specific example? Let me know specifically what you mean there. Brian says, is it okay to build lots of links to YouTube videos fast? Yes. Yes. YouTube videos, you can blast them with links very, very quickly. It has so much authority and so much power in its own right. Really, there's no problems with just blasting those links really, really quickly. So don't worry about that. What happens to the page rank if you change the layout. Like beer, nothing happens to the page rank of the channel page if you change the layout, no matter what layout. So for example, on my user page here, no matter what layout I use, the page rank 4 that I have is going to be there. It's not going to change. But what changes is how much page rank each one of these links gets. That's what changes when you change the layout. Are you going to show us any examples where you ranked high competition keywords? Yeah, I showed you the one here, the How to Win Chess, which has, let me see, it's fairly high competition. Yeah, 412,000 competing results. So that's almost 500,000. And basically, yeah, the recipe that I'm showing you now is exactly the recipe I used to rank this specific video. I have other videos too that I'm going to show you, but this is a big one I can show you right now. But really, I mean, the recipe I'm telling you right now is the exact recipe that I used for that one. Jonathan, yes, forum backlinks work great. You can use forum backlinks. I don't know if you mean XRummer type of a thing, or if you mean um, like manual high page rank. If you're talking about manual high page rank backlinks, those are a great option too that you can use for linking to your YouTube videos as part of this recipe. Any high page rank links you can get, you could use in that part of the recipe. How were you determining high PR YouTube videos? Do you have a browser plugin for that? Yeah, I don't like, Lori, I don't like to have, you can install the Google toolbar, but I don't like having the Google toolbar installed. Instead, I use Quirk Search Status, which you can just go to quirk.biz/search status and download their little plugin, and they will give you the page rank of any page that you're on in Firefox. And then it has a lot of other functions like highlighting no follow links on the page. So you can see if a page is no followed or do followed. It gives you a link report for the page, whois, archive.org, a lot of cool stuff. So I would recommend you use that. How do you set your videos so they don't pop out in mobile viewing? Lori, that is a good question. I do not know. I'm going to have to look into that for you. I'm not sure if you have a choice about that, but I can look into that. Seth, could you make a note of that for me just so I don't forget? Oh, Seth says he thinks he knows. Okay, Seth's saying in iOS, it's just a function of the iPhone or the iPod, and it can't be changed. It's just a function of the actual device. If you found that to not be true, let me know. Okay, can we build a link onto the video that goes straight to our affiliate? Does YouTube allow it? Yes, Brian, we have a number of videos in the members area in the YouTube course for linking out directly from the video. I'm talking about on top of the video. There's a couple different options we give you where you can link directly to an affiliate link. I think though you're gonna have to verify it first. You have to verify your link first. And Seth gives a lot of detail in the videos for how to do that. Brian, if you have trouble finding those, let me know. But I would verify the link and get it all set up first. Use some kind of a forwarding, like a redirect link, like a PHP redirect. And then after you get it all set up and it looks good, then redirect it to your affiliate link. So that's the process I would use. But again, there's a lot of detail in there. If you have any questions about it, you can ask questions right in that thread where the direct linking is described. Is it okay to use YouTube UpViews bot to get views? Lori, yes, you can. You can. The trouble with it is you're going to need a lot of proxies, and they're going to have to be high quality proxies. So that's the difficulty of that. Um, um, so that's why buying views is just better, I think, because like say if you want 10,000 views, you're going to have to get 10,000 proxies, which can be hard to do. If you're only looking for a couple of hundred views, then by all means use the bot. Okay, how does making friends on YouTube affect your rank? Um, okay, let me show you here. I don't believe that friends show up anywhere except for maybe in your feed. So that doesn't, to me, that's not that powerful of a way. You can see in your feed, you might something like that might show up, but the main thing that you're interested in is subscribers. That's something that shows up publicly. Comments, video comments, channel comments, even playlists. But yeah, other than that, that would be what I'd focus on. What other ways can we make money using affiliate videos to make money? Any examples like the guitar video you had in the forum? Man, there's so many. There's just so many ways to make money. Um, Raja, did you look into the ClickBank? The ClickBank. I have a whole video just on ClickBank, um, and I talk about that. That's one of the big ways to get started. If you have never done affiliate marketing and you want to try it out on YouTube, you watch that. There's a couple of ClickBank videos in the members area and under the YouTube course. Um, the other thing you can do is you can do lead gen and sell that to companies. You can create videos and rank them very easily for low competition phrases and use that to get clients. There's just tons of ways to make money doing YouTube. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. But okay, but sometimes there are no video on Google results and no YouTube link. How to force Google to put a video on the first page. Sometimes they are on page 3 or 4. Yeah, Vincent, in that case, if there's no video on the first page and all the YouTube videos are on page 3 or 4, that just means you're going to have to optimize your YouTube page, your YouTube videos, the specific YouTube video URL. You're going to have to optimize it as well as the pages that are on the first page of Google. So like how to win chess, obviously there's a whole bunch of videos showing up here, but sometimes there are no videos like, let's see, tax deductions. There's no videos at all. This is what you're talking about, I'm assuming. And in this case, I need a video optimized for tax deductions that has the same amount of authority as these pages here on the first page or more. So that means I need more backlinks in them. I need more. I need better content in them, and then I also have you have an automatic advantage, I believe, having a YouTube video itself. But you're going to have to just rank it with regular SEO. But if you use the process I'm telling you, Vincent, even if there's no videos on this first page, once you get up on the first page, your video is going to show up with a thumbnail. So that's how you force it. You just follow the recipe that I'm teaching you. Okay, Raja says, can you go through a step-by-step guide for a very high ranking keyword like dog training, and you can show this is what to do step by step, more focus on when things don't work out the way you intended and your video is still getting outranked when the video still doesn't rank. If you follow my process that I'm teaching you, and I'm not done, by the way, I have more to teach you on Wednesday, but if you follow my process, you're going to find you're going to rank even with high competition type phrases. Raja, if you have a specific keyword phrase that you're looking for, I would just submit it as a review and just say, hey, I want to rank for this phrase. Here's my YouTube account. Can you let me know exactly what I need to do? And I would just do a custom video for you. That's probably going to be best. And then everyone, yeah, so just shoot me a PM if that's what you're interested in. You gave us a tool to create many videos quickly as part of the launch. Are those videos suitable for these techniques, or is the quality not sufficient? Billy, yes, those videos are suitable. The only thing is, I wouldn't put too many videos in an account because, again, all the page rank you're funneling to your account is going to get subdivided between those videos. So you might want to keep it to maybe under 40 or under 30, and then do the process I'm following. But what that video is more for long tail. The quality is not going to be that great, so if you start getting a lot of traffic, it's not a video that's going to go viral. So you could follow this formula for those long tail phrases, and you're just going to have to do a lot less. In fact, you might only need to do the internal linking that I taught you, and that would be all you need to do. I know people that are actively ranking long tail phrases using only the first part, only internal YouTube rank, or only internal YouTube linking. So how do I optimize my YouTube channel with the new one channel layout? Yeah, Amy, I really don't like the new layout. I don't. There's not enough options. It's pretty much. Oh, I see. Amy just left. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't recommend. I don't recommend that because. Well, earlier in this presentation, I didn't recommend it either. I don't think it gives enough options for PageRank flow, so I don't recommend it at all. Would you recommend buying views for every video in a channel at the same time? Yeah, go ahead, Lori. No problems there. Don't worry about staggering them or anything like that. When will this replay? Okay, hold on here. Please, not the dog training example, David. After you buy views, when is it safe to turn on the monetization? Yeah, pretty much after the views stop coming. Yeah, after the views stop coming from the provider, then you can turn monetization back on. Is there something wrong with the keyword tool? When I go to the page, it looks like something is not right. Mark, let me see here. Is this what it looks like to you, Mark? David, I'm gonna do dog training just for you right here. Dog training. It looks okay to me. I will say this tool is a little buggy. I have found it to be a little bit buggy. Actually, it is hanging there quite a bit, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? This tool is pretty buggy, so I would just come back in a couple of hours. Oh no, there it goes. Yeah, it seems to be working fine for me, the keyword tool. I'm going to get into this when I talk about the YouTube algorithm. Have you found buying Google Pluses to affect ranking? No, I haven't really tested that just because since it's directly on Google Plus, I just have a hard time believing I'm going to successfully do that without them discovering me and just spanking me. So I haven't really tested buying Google Pluses that very much. But also in general, I don't do things like buying Facebook likes or buying pluses or buying Facebook subscribers just because I treat my Google Plus and my Facebook account like an email account, so I want real people that I can actually sell stuff to. That's just my own philosophy for Google Plus and Facebook. So Okay, Suzanne, when I started a brand new channel, it didn't give me a chance. It forced the new layout. Oh, wow, Suzanne, that is good to know. You know what? I'm going to look into that. Seth, could you make a note of that for me? If it's forcing the new layout, yeah, we definitely need to look into that. We'll look into that, Suzanne, because I didn't realize that. I haven't started a new channel since. Actually, think I did start a new channel, but it didn't force the new layout. But anyway, we can look into that. I definitely want to know if that's the case. Can you do a video on how to do the redirect for affiliate links? I just want to see how you do it. Like Beer, I actually have instructions in the members area for that. And I did it with PHP. See if it'll come up. Hold on, shoot. If you could shoot me a message, look, Beer, I can point you to the right thread. I gave directions about that, instructions and code and everything for the PHP redirect. The number of followers on your channel has an impact on your global ranking. No, the number of followers does have an impact though on your YouTube ranking. So in the YouTube search box up here, see up here, I could do a search for like dog training. This is for you, David Ryan, dog training. It does affect the rank inside YouTube's search engine itself. What's your feeling on a 3-month-old video on page 2? Only has basic optimization so far. Um, to Yeah, I don't know. I mean, depends on the competition, John, but it's definitely possible, man. Uh, the keyword tool is really hard to find. I know, Lori, it is. I don't know why it's not indexed as the keyword tool, but here it is. Let's send it to everybody. Um, no more dog training, says Lori. We will be doing the plumber next. um, Mark Cruz, I'm using Firefox. Maybe that's it. No, I'm using Firefox too, and the keyword tool seems to be working great, so I'm not sure. Do you use fake views for Blackhat page videos or Whitehat or both? Dennis, I do it for Whitehat and Blackhat, both. But for instance, I had like a family member that I was doing some reputation management for. I didn't do fake views for them. I just wouldn't want to risk their YouTube account. So they'd be somebody where I would use Tube Toolbox, and I talk about Tube Toolbox in the members area. Dennis, that if you're looking for getting views the safe way, I would follow my video on Tube Toolbox. That's what I would do for like a Whitehat client. Um, I already had a banned video because too many fake views or too many dirty backlinks. Vince, I've never had this happen to me. I know some people have had it with services like Vagex, getting fake views through Vagex. Um, so, but if you use the providers that I talk about in here and you follow my process here, you're going to be okay, Vincent. Especially the backlinks. I wouldn't worry too much about the backlinks for YouTube video. But I'm going to talk all about the details of that probably on Wednesday. Do you have a favorite gig of DJ Lobo's? Yes. It was actually the one I showed. I like this one, 20,000 very fast, just because I don't like to wait for my views. And so that's the one that I like. The very fast videos in 48 hours, I can get all my views. And the thing I like about getting views quickly um, is because then it can show up on a trending video chart, which is my goal. I want journalists to see it and say, "Hey, look at this video. What's going on with this? It's in the last, it's got 100,000 views in the last 2 days. Definitely need to check that out." And you can get some pretty powerful backlinks that way from journalists. YouTube keyword tool Blackhat, a post comes up with the link. Yeah, you can, even if you just do a search for YouTube keyword tool, there's a warrior form link that usually pops up there. Page rank on your video page is only useful for Google ranking or also for YouTube ranking. No, the YouTube ranking is a totally separate algorithm. So it's not, so page rank, you don't necessarily have to have a high page rank video to rank in the YouTube algorithm. But I'm going to talk on Wednesday about the YouTube algorithm in detail, so we'll get to all that. I do not know DJ Lobo, Lori. Sorry. I know. I don't think I don't think he's from the U.S. I don't think English is his first language. I think you can find him on Blackhat World. DJ Lobo, if you want to rewrite his description, you could. I'm sure he'd welcome some input, but you'd have to try to contact him on. I think that's his username on Blackhat World as well, although I'm not positive. Okay. I think we got everybody's questions, and my voice is giving out just in time. So I think I'm going to end it now, folks. It's been a great session. Again, the next session is on Wednesday, same time. I hope you found this stuff useful so far. Just so you know, in the next session, we're going to talk about, we're going to give you some software, some specific software. We're going to talk about Blackhat linking and other external linking factors. And we're going to talk about the YouTube algorithm itself. In other words, when you do a search in YouTube for something like, I won't do dog training, but you know, Gangnam Style, and then YouTube gives you a list of videos. We'll be talking about that next on Wednesday as well, and we'll take any more questions as well. So any questions that you have, just keep them, write them down, and be ready for the next session. I think I'm going to go to the doctor's. So good to have you guys all on here. Once I got going, I think I started to feel better and stuff. So got some adrenaline here. So all right, folks. I will talk to you on Wednesday and same time, and you should get a reminder for the same webinar on Wednesday. And actually, I believe when you registered for this one, you also registered for the Wednesday one. I think it's the same registration. You just go to the same page. So, all right, folks, I'm going to end this webinar now, and I will talk to you later.